who makes eye contact with you is a pervert. We as men are taught to be protectors. So we notice things that look at us or things that move. That's where our eyes are drawn. For me, I want to look at everything that moves around me. It is very distracting for me as a male. Nope. It's more so because of PTSD and autism. Just too loud. See, for you guys, too loud just sucks. For me, too loud is entirely crippling. But I'm not allowed to be crippled because I'm a man. I don't mean, like, literally, physically, entirely gimped up so that nothing works. What I mean is that I can't think through the noise. You can tell with my speech patterns how difficult that becomes. Also, when people interrupt me, I can handle that, unless it's something important. And since before Natalie's death, that situation has been important. The way that I've been treated by human beings, prevented from seeing my loved ones, having to risk physical harm to go see friends. People who are supportive in the right way, in person. But when you can't go see them in person without being assaulted or having your life threatened, it sucks. Anyway, this lady who wanted to pretend that the men who were looking at her were perverts, they weren't looking at her. They were looking directly into her phone. That's because it kind of sticks out. It sticks out like a sore thumb. A lot of the people that I talk to, they wonder why I'm holding the phone in the way that I am. Because I make the camera face me when I'm recording so that people don't get offended and assault me. So I noticed that there's a lot of people who look at my phone and then look me in the eye. Does that mean that they're perverts? No, it means I'm holding my phone weird and they're wondering what's up. Is he filming me? Probably. Not usually, but if you start doing something wrong, yeah, I'll turn the camera around and point it at you. You start assaulting somebody or threatening to kill somebody, the first thing I'm going to do is turn on my camera and point it at you. That's the only defense that we have. I was telling you about the experiences of... Alright, so 2 out of 3 women who transition into men attempt suicide. 1 in 8 succeed. One of the highest suicide rates in the country. By the way, that's something that I didn't know. Recent discovery. I watch one of these shows and it's mostly... Well, these are men who are trying to get you to defend your rights. But they're considered woman haters. And I want to look stuff up myself and read it myself. Find out some of those statistics that they may have left out, the same way as these women's groups leave a lot of stuff out about men. What I've also noticed is that a lot of these men, they'll leave stuff in there, even if it doesn't fit the narrative that they're selling, because it's not always true. It's not always true that somebody who transitions to become a man is going to attempt suicide or succeed. 2 out of 3 of them attempting it, though, and 1 in 8 succeeding. That's very significant. So, just like with many other things in our lives, anything that we do as men is suspect and makes us perverts. The fact that the majority of the men that she showed were unattractive older men, some of them, most of them, with glasses or really old. Oh my God, they noticed your camera. And those are the ones that she pointed at. There was one grocery worker, and he looked like... He didn't look like he was gawking at her like, oh my God, I want to hit that. Jesus, man, you shit her on that critter? That's what my dad would have said, by the way. That's a line right out of the Brian David Schwartz speech book. Check out the shitter on that critter. This is my dad's idea as a compliment, as a Nebraskan. It's called uncouth, asshole. It's the same guy that thought he was going to hire a prostitute for me at 12. I'm like, no, Dad, I'll pass. We went on a trip from Washington State to Nebraska. My dad had to go take care of some family stuff after my uncle died. And me and my older brother, and... Well, we'll not get into that story. It doesn't matter for this video, does it? That is a good story, but I'm not going to tell it, even though it goes along with what I just said. The thing is that you assuming that every man around you is constantly wanting to rape you. We're just walking around, every single man at all point in time, just wanting to rape you. We are these rabid, ravenous beasts that can't control ourselves, and if we see a skirt, we have to rape it. Are you fucking insane? You are paranoid and delusional, and we're being punished for it. Most of the women who transitioned to become a man were pissed off that nobody tried to explain to them what it was going to be like. Well, that's because as a woman, you expect us to be short and quick because it's your turn to talk. Socially, we're supposed to. We're supposed to let you talk. At work, a lot of times when it's just guys, it's pretty fucking quiet, except... Hey, what's the measurement? All right, check it again. What is it? All right, mark the difference. If it's the same, you don't have to do it again. Measure twice, cut once. When you got somebody new on the job doing construction, yeah, you're going to talk a lot more. You got to kind of point them in the right direction. And you as the boss got to show up sometimes when it's a new guy. You got to keep him right next to you or the other guys are going to fuck with him the first day or two. We need the board stretcher. We need you to drive the company vehicle to the lumber yard to get a board stretcher. The boss comes back, hey, where's Travis? Oh, we sent him up to get a board stretcher. That's company money. What the hell's wrong with you guys? Travis comes back. They don't have a board stretcher. They laughed at me. Fucking assholes. A lot of women are not prepared for being fucked with like that. You can't fuck with a woman like that. She will fucking break down in most cases. Because we've taught them that they're allowed to be sensitive. They're allowed to get butthurt at everything, kind of like a cop. He's allowed to murder you in cold blood because he was scared because you was running away from him. He was scared for his life, so he blew your head off through the back. Or he shot you 5 times in the fucking back. 3 of them went in at weird angles because you're already on the fucking ground. But yeah, sure, he was scared. There's a lot of people that pay attention to their surroundings. When you've got a phone sticking out weird, they're not staring at your chest. They're not staring at your eyes. They're not staring at your waist. They're staring directly into that weird-ass camera. Why is it sticking out a different direction than the way people naturally put their phone in? Let me show you. This is my pocket. I hold phone like this. I talk on phone like this. I speak on phone like this. When I am done with the phone, I put it in upside down. Most of us do. It looks weird that your camera's sticking out pointing at people. So yeah, they look at it. You also see that it's edited. You don't see any of the women who looked at her at all. She edited out all of the parts with women. The other thing is, there's a trans woman who did the same thing and noticed the same thing. Guys made eye contact with the camera. It's course inevitable when every woman has to be held suspect because we as men have to be afraid for our safety, our livelihood, and feeding our families. Because somebody might want to, pour me on YouTube because somebody looked her direction. Yes, we're going to notice that fucking camera. And even that, you're going to pretend like we're perverts because we looked at the camera instead of your boobs, instead of your eyes, instead of your crotch, instead of your backside. We're looking into your camera that's pointed at us. Then you're going to put us up on YouTube and call us all perverts. Look, see, here's proof that men are uncontrolled animals that just want to rape you in the grocery mart. Are you fucking insane? That's a rhetorical question. You've been taught to be sexist. And that anything that a man says is mansplaining. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. Good to be rid of you. Thank you for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper. And your sister's. And no victim left behind. Not even old men who have situational awareness enough to realize they got a camera pointed at them for some weird reason. And that youngin' who looked like he was scared fucking shitless of whoever it was. They did not look like they were perving. They looked disappointed and afraid.